Celebs who fell at their highest point. Due to personal struggles, controversies, and public meltdowns, some of the biggest names in entertainment have seen their careers and reputations crumble at the height of their success. Which famous people went down when they were at the top of their game? Let's take a look at some of them. Number 8. Whitney Houston. Whitney Houston sold more than 200 million records worldwide, making her one of the best-selling musicians of all time. She had a great voice and a number of hits under her belt, including Saving All My Love for You, How Will I Know, and I Will Always Love You. Houston was renowned for her strong vocals, glitzy appearance, and crossover appeal. She was among the first black musicians to achieve significant success on pop radio. Nevertheless, Houston battled drug abuse and had a turbulent marriage to Bobby Brown, another singer. Throughout the 1990s and 2000s, her drug use increased, which negatively impacted her health and vocal range. Houston's musical abilities were overshadowed by her personal life, which became a continual source of tabloid fodder. In the 2000s, she returned with the album I Look to You, but her problems persisted. Houston drowned in 2012 at the age of 48 as a result of cocaine use and heart disease. Her untimely demise represented a startling descent from fame for one of the most exceptional vocalists of her era. Number 7. Michael Jackson. Known as the King of Pop, Michael Jackson had a profound influence on pop culture, dance, and music. His remarkable run of successful albums, including Thriller, Bad, and Dangerous, yielded numerous classic tracks and music videos. Jackson became one of the most well-known and significant performers of all time thanks to his inventive dance routines, distinctive sense of style, and capacity to enthrall crowds. Even though Jackson was cleared of all charges in 2005, he still had to deal with accusations of child molestation in the 1990s and 2000s that seriously tarnished his reputation. He also fell out with his family, which included his well-known Jackson 5 siblings, in a very public way. Jackson experienced physical and mental health problems as a result of his struggles with substance abuse, body dysmorphia, and other personal issues. His unmatched musical achievements were overshadowed by the controversies and demands of celebrity. One of the greatest performers in history, Jackson met a tragic end when he overdosed on drugs in 2009 at the age of 50. Number 6. Britney Spears. With hits like Baby One More Time, Britney Spears was one of the biggest pop stars of the late 1990s and early 2000s. Her infectious pop songs, exuberant dance routines, and innocent girl-next-door persona made her well-known. Spears sold more than 100 million records globally, making her one of the most popular teen idols of her time. But in 2007, Spears had a very public breakdown, shaving her head and swatting at photographers with an umbrella. As a result, her father, Jamie Spears, was able to place her under conservatorship. For more than 10 years, Spears' mental health problems, which included bipolar disorder, prevented her from making decisions regarding her personal, professional, or financial matters. Numerous people denounced the conservatorship as abusive, and Spears has been candid about the abuse and manipulation she experienced. After being released from the conservatorship in 2021, she has been attempting to reconstruct her personal and professional lives. Number 5. Lindsay Lohan. In the 2000s, Lindsay Lohan was a budding singer and actress who starred in popular films including Mean Girls, Freaky Friday, and The Parent Trap. Her successful transformation from child actor to leading lady was attributed to her wholesome image and talent, making her a rising star in the industry. Lohan was a big box office draw thanks to her charisma and acting prowess. However, a string of legal issues, including arrests for DUI, drug possession, and theft, caused Lohan's career to stagnate. Her battles with eating disorders and drug misuse also provided frequent material for tabloids. Lohan was never able to relive the success of her early career due to her unstable behavior and unrelenting attention from paparazzi. Despite a few recent comebacks, her early potential as a rising star was never fully fulfilled. Number 4. Mel Gibson. Mel Gibson was an acclaimed actor and director in the 1990s and 2000s, known for movies like Braveheart, The Passion of the Christ, and the Lethal Weapon series. He was considered one of the biggest movie stars in the world, known for his rugged good looks and intense, dramatic performances. Gibson also found success as a director, winning 2 Oscars for Braveheart. However, Gibson's career was derailed by a series of scandals and controversies. In 2006, he made anti-Semitic remarks during a DUI arrest, sparking outrage. In 2010, he was accused of domestic abuse by his ex-girlfriend Oksana Grigorieva, and audio recordings of Gibson making racist and misogynistic statements were leaked. This led to a major backlash, and Gibson's career stalled for several years as he was shunned by much of the industry. This caused a significant backlash, and Gibson was shunned by most of the industry, which caused his career to stagnate for a number of years. Gibson has never fully regained the fame and prosperity he once enjoyed because of the harm caused by his contentious acts and remarks, despite his recent comebacks. Number 3. Kanye West. One of the most important rappers and producers of the 21st century, Kanye West is well known for his hit records, which include My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, 808s and Heartbreak, and The College Dropout. With a net worth estimated at over $1 billion and 21 Grammy Awards, he has solidified his position as a titan of the music industry. But because of his contentious remarks and actions, West has come under heavy criticism and scrutiny. He has publicly feuded with Taylor Swift, stated that slavery is a choice, and made remarks endorsing Donald Trump. In addition, West has been transparent about his battles with bipolar disorder and his numerous outbursts in public. Many have criticized his unpredictable actions and divisive rhetoric, overshadowing his immense musical talent and influence. Despite his unmatched success, West's fall from grace shows how even the most successful celebrities can be derailed by personal struggles and controversial actions. Number 2. Macaulay Culkin. One of the most well-known child actors of all time, Macaulay Culkin starred in the early 1990s in Home Alone films. At the height of his career, he was one of the highest-paid child actors ever, taking home $8 million a film. Particularly with younger audiences, Culkin was adored for his charm and comedic abilities. But Culkin found it difficult to adjust to adult roles, and his career stagnated. He and his parents also had a highly publicized falling out over who should control his fortune. Culkin's personal life overshadowed his acting abilities, and he battled substance abuse. He largely disappeared from public view for several years, with his downfall serving as a cautionary tale about the challenges of child stardom. While Culkin has made a comeback in recent years, appearing in shows like American Horror Story, the fall from his immense success as a child actor remains a defining part of his story. Number 1. Brendan Fraser. In the 1990s and 2000s, Brendan Fraser was a big box office draw thanks to his roles in successful films like Crash, George of the Jungle, and the Mummy trilogy. At the height of his career, he was making $10 million every picture, solidifying his place as Hollywood's leading man. Fraser's career, however, started to wane in the late 2000s. He later disclosed that former Hollywood Foreign Press Association President Philip Burke had sexually abused him in 2003. Fraser thinks that his career decline was influenced by this incident and the trauma it caused. In addition, he battled personal problems and wounds from his stunt work. Fraser's decline was perceived as the sad death of a once promising star, since he mostly stopped playing major roles for a number of years. Fraser has returned in the last few years, winning praise from critics for his role in the 2022 movie The Whale. His comeback to fame has been hailed as a success story that shows how an actor can overcome personal hardships and unfair treatment in the business to regain his standing in Hollywood. Their experiences demonstrate how easily the most accomplished people can fail when their achievements and personal problems become too much for them to handle. These celebrities achieved greatness, but in the end they were unable to avoid the personal and professional disaster that lay ahead of them. If you liked our video, then hit the like button and subscribe to our YouTube channel.